Someday I'm going to be able to actually record myself in a way that is not just me screaming into the void where you can't even see my face because there's a steering wheel in the way. But that's not today. Oh boy. Alright. Well, I'm making a video because Star vs. the Forces of Evil came into my house, took my shoes, and fucked me 6 ways from Sunday. Ooh, this video has swearing in it, kids. Better ask your parents now. Okay. I'm gonna start with Jana, because Jana... Why is she here? Why is she happening? We haven't seen any of the Earth kids besides Marco since the last season at least. There's no reason for Jana to be involved in this season other than fan service or plot importance. If it's fan service, then I'm really disappointed in Star vs. the Forces of Evil, because the show deserves better than for an absolute ridiculous plot point to come out of nowhere and mean nothing, especially in its last season. If it's not, and if it's plot related, then either that's not Jana that we're seeing, or it is Jana, but she's being controlled by someone or something that's doing a really good job of keeping her in character. I did see a theory somewhere. It was on Tumblr or Twitter. I've been using too much social media lately to cover Star. There was a theory that Toffee was involved. I do wonder if Toffee is involved. Glosseric made some comment in one of the episodes. Lord knows I don't know which one. So one of the episodes earlier this season, that maybe killing Toffee wasn't the right thing to do. Maybe going into the magic realm wasn't the right thing to do. This season has been 0 answers and all questions, which is not great for half of a season of the final season of a show. You want more questions than answers, and you want those answers... You want more answers than questions. And you want those answers to come at a pace that you don't feel like you're being slapped in the face with them. If we get all of our answers in the... If we get all of our answers in the second half, there's a chance that they'll do it right. If we get all of our answers in the season finale, and you don't give us anything but questions until then, you've done your fans a disservice, because you've pretty much isolated them, and you've forced them into watching that last episode, not because they want to, but because they feel like they have to. And that's not a way to keep a fan base. Toffee is important. Toffee's coming back. Jana is important. Why is she there? Are those two things connected? I can't say. Ludo. We haven't seen Ludo. Ludo got thrown back into the wilderness at the end of the whole Toffee-Ludo situation, and he hasn't shown up since. The only time we saw him was briefly when Star was trying to get to the magic realm and passed by Ludo while they were flying through all of the realms and opening portals with your wings, and there's been so many things that have happened that I just don't quite understand. But Ludo hasn't been involved. Ludo hasn't been a key part of the season, which they kept the same theme song. And this is something that has been bugging me since the start of the season. They have kept the same theme song, and not only the same theme song, but the same sequence of events since season 3, and we're now at season 4. They didn't change the sequence of events for the theme song for season 4. They kept it the same, which implies that the characters that we're seeing are still somehow important. However, we've seen some of them once, maybe twice. We've seen Ludo for the whole Ludo Toffee situation, and then we haven't seen him anymore. He's not been important. Why is he still an aspect that we're seeing in the the theme song. Why is he still such an important aspect in the theme song? He's at the very end. Jana's another one. Jana's also in the theme song, and Jana, again, hasn't been a pivotal character until now, where she appeared with absolutely no explanation, and Star brushing it aside like it didn't matter, which I feel is cruel to the audience, because it does matter. It obviously matters. Marco thinks it matters. Marco. Marco. There has been so much allusion to Marco's importance since the first fucking season with the evil hand, which hasn't come back yet, even though it said it would. We're almost at the end. I don't know. I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know. Marco has been not only a pivotal character, not only an important character, not only a kick-ass battle character that jumps in and appears when Star needs backup. Marco has been evil. Marco has been alluded to being evil or having abilities that we don't even know about, that he doesn't even know about. And it's been a consistent theme. In the first season, there was Monster Hand. The second season had a lot of romance, which I'll get to. Season 3, we had Marco using the wand and getting the marks on his cheeks, which were clovers, I think. Which I guess alludes to the fact that, like, anyone can get the marks on their cheeks, not just a butterfly, unless Marco is a butterfly, and it hurts my brain. Star and her family, the fake butterflies, the pie maker butterflies, if you will, they all have the marks on their cheeks, and that's not a human thing, that's a butterfly thing. They have had those marks on their cheeks because they have used the wand, they've used magic, they, from Festivia, have used the magic, and the wand and the magic create those marks on their cheeks that are individual to each butterfly. I can't imagine that everything that has been alluded to with Marco has been a misguide. If the illusion with Marco was only because it was showing that anyone can get the marks on their cheeks, one, I think it was unnecessary, because at that point we already knew there was something going on. Two, it feels anticlimactic, and that's, I think, a problem in general with this whole season, with Jana, with Toffee, with Ludo, with Star and her relationship with her mother, with Moon and with River. Everything that has led us to this point has built so much, and it kind of just feels like they're dropping the ball. They're not giving us enough. They're not giving us answers. They're giving us questions, and we deserve answers. We have made it this far. It's someone else I wanted to talk about. Jana, Toffee, Ludo, Star, Tom. Tom is a very important character to me, and I really do appreciate what they're doing with his character development, because oh my god, has he had character development. No, that's a lie. I was going to say, I think he's had the most character development on the show, but that is a blatant lie. That is a blatant lie, and I will say that it is a blatant lie because I will give credit where credit is due, and Darren Nefsey deserves the credit for giving all of her characters a reasonable amount of character development. I think Marco has had the least. I think Marco is a relatively static character compared to Star and Tom, who are, at this point, the other main characters on the show. Jana is also a static character, but we also don't know if the Jana that we're seeing is actually Jana, or if it's just Jana, someone acting like Jana should act. My point is that, sorry, my neck is killing me. My point is that Tom and Star have both had a huge amount of character development since season 1. Star has gone from naive, bashful, nervous princess to confident queen. She's not really the queen, but she's basically playing the part of Eclipse's mom. So I'm gonna say queen. Star is powerful, Star is confident, Star knows what she's doing, she knows what's going on around her as much as she can, given the cryptic codes of literally everyone that ever talks to her, because God fucking forbid we give the girl answers for once in her goddamn life. It's not like she spent 3 seasons trying to discover herself and discover her background and what she's supposed to be doing and the people that are around her and their secrets. And Glossaric, don't get me fucking started on that little blue asshole. Oh my god. I was talking about Tom. Tom has also had a huge amount of character development in the past 3 seasons. 4 seasons? I'm gonna say 3. I don't know. I'm tired. Tom started out as a brash, uncharismatic, angry teenager. He was very much an angsty 15-year-old. And he's grown. He's grown so much. He's become angsty 15-year-old boy. He's gone from that to becoming a man. And I don't want to say that and sound cliche and stupid, but like, he's taking responsibility for his actions, which is not something that he would have even considered in season 1. He's manning up. I hate that phrase. I think taking responsibility for his actions really covers it, because he is doing things that his younger self couldn't have anticipated. Owning up for the Blood Moon curse, I think, was one of the major pivotal turning points for him. I think he's had several already. I think that taking it not badly, he didn't take it good, but I mean taking it not badly, the knowledge that Star and Marco kissed, he would have incinerated Marco in season 1. He came back for Marco in season 3. But, and this is the last thing that I'm going to talk about, because this video is 13 minutes long already. Oh, we're 14. Great. I'm going to try and get this in 2 minutes. The last thing that I want to talk about is the relationship aspect of the show, which I touched on a little bit earlier, and by touched on, I mean vaguely mentioned. But, like, there's a very specific problem that cartoons, now and before, have had with the romance aspect of the show. I think it's been handled better in the past. I think that shows like Kim Possible or Danny Phantom, shows like that where they hinted at the possible romance, but they didn't actually go through with it, and neither one of those shows really had a consistent love triangle, which makes it easier to, for lack of a more sophisticated term, ship your ship without a problem. I think part of the problem with Star is that we've had so much teasing, and dare I call it so much fan service? Star and Marco were the obvious Kim and Ron from day one. They were the two, they were a boy and a girl, they were the two characters that hung out together, they did everything together, they were best friends, and probably at some point going to be lovers. That's the formula. That's what we've been told that is correct. And it may not be great, it may not be real life, it may not be what everyone deals with in anything, but that's the formula. Kim and Ron did it, Danny and Sam did it, I'm blanking on any other basic... Anyways, it's been done before. We've seen it, we knew what was going to happen, and then they fucked up the system. And like, I am all for fucking up the system. I am all for changing the way that things go. But I feel like the way that it's been teased, and the fact that even though the biggest issue is that even though we've gotten teased that Star and Marco aren't going to be together anymore, there's still fan service behind it. They're still hinting at it, even when they're telling you they're not hinting at it anymore. Star had feelings, then she didn't. Marco had feelings, then he didn't. Then he did. Then the blood moon curse happened, and they knew about the curse, and then they broke the curse. But instead of breaking the curse off nice and clean, go back to being friends, everything is cool, everything is fine, they fucked it. They fucked it right in the ass. Because they took what could have been a clean break and a chance to break the synergy, break the system, break whatever we've been used to before, break the Kim and Ron. They took that chance for a clean break for something new, and they said, well, what if we make a hint that they're still going to be together? What if, even though we have one relationship with Star and Tom, and we have a relationship blossoming with Kelly and Marco, what if we still hint that Star and Marco are going to be together, so that we don't lose our fans that like Star and Marco together until the very end of the season, where we have to make a decision. Unless they pull a Kurosami and they don't make a decision and everything is just vague, which would suck, and which would be fan service, and which would be terrible. And Darren Nefsey, if you watch this video, I swear to God, I hope you don't do that, because I would be so disappointed in you. Oh, this video has gone on for long enough. It's been 18 minutes. Thanks for watching. If you have anything you want me to scream about, I watch a lot of cartoons. Find me on Tumblr at Death is Haunted by Humans, and I'll see y'all when I scream at my camera again, I guess.